Last week, Blackpool Pleasure Beach received a very special delivery, that being the ride components for Aviktas, their brand new 138 foot tall Intamin Gyro Swing set to open next year. However, unfortunately, due to some health issues, I wasn't able to get a look at it for myself. Now, if you've seen my most recent video on the channel prior to this one, that being my first episode in my brand new Pleasure Beach Roundup series, I obviously did cover Aviktas there. However, I wanted to document this for myself because, you know, it's the only opportunity I'm going to get to do that before the ride goes vertical, inevitably at the start of next week. So what did I do today? Well, I'm now well enough to visit the park again, so of course I headed down to the construction site to capture some footage for myself. And we saw plenty of ride components up close, including all the supports, as well as the pendulum that is obviously going to attach to the gondola that you're going to sit on, that is going to be responsible for swinging you up to that height of 138 foot. So, without further ado, let's cut to the footage that I managed to capture. Right guys, here we are at the Aviktas site. There's parts arrived on site. If you watch my Pleasure Beach Roundup video, you'll know about this. But yeah, I'm just thought I'd come here and share my first reactions to this. It's my first time seeing it in person today. This part over here, we now know, it's been confirmed in like the behind the scenes tours and stuff. This area over here is still going to be a car park. However, yes, it's going to be obviously smaller because the ride's going to be there, and then the ride itself is going to be sort of over the other side. Yeah, if we step back a bit, this fence used to be fully open, didn't it, Danielle?
Yeah,
but
closed it off.
Yeah, they've closed off.
They don't want any people seeing inside.
They don't want people seeing, so it's really hard to film through.
It is.
But yeah, so that over there is obviously the ramp where River Caves is, so the ride's going to be sort of in that direction.
The other side, the other gate is less free.
Yeah, there we go. I've just moved down a bit now. Josh has finished filming. Yeah, there's the support for the ride, obviously, that you'll have seen in the Pleasure Beach Roundup. Obviously I had to use another image because I didn't have my own, but yeah, this fence is very covered up. They don't want us peeking through, but thankfully there's a gap here. But yeah, obviously these supports, I believe like the main structure is going to be like 70 odd foot tall, but then it's going to swing up to 138. But yeah, pretty much ready to go. The site is all cleared. And these will be going in, I believe, like there's been rumours of like Tuesday next week, which seems realistic. But yeah, as I said, the car park over sort of the other side is still going to be there when it opens, and then they're still doing the dog friendly apartments as well that have obviously been spoken about. Amanda spoke about those on the podcast last year, all down Ocean Boulevard. They're still happening, it's just they're doing one thing at a time, obviously due to finances. But there we go. If you ever want to come and look at Aviktas, I know you've probably all seen this before, you just need to come down here under Watson Road, this tunnel here. Up there is the park, and you jot this tunnel that obviously runs underneath. There's still bits to move on site, but I believe the main pendulum's here, the supports are here. There's some stuff on the other car park as well. I believe, I don't know if that's moved now, but on the car park near the casino building there's stuff there as well, or there was. But yeah, I think that's about all there really is to show. I haven't filmed this until now because it's mainly just been concrete up until a couple of weeks ago, and I'm talking about concrete for 5 minutes. It's some I struggle to do it, guys, like being visually impaired and stuff, these sort of update videos, but it's my only chance today, really, I think, to probably document this with all the parts laid out and assembled before it goes vertical. So that is why we're doing that. But it is really, really exciting. I can't wait for this to open, probably around May next year, I imagine. But there we go. As I was saying right there, this is the first on-site, so to speak, construction update I've done for Aviktas. And the reason I haven't done them so far is simply because there's been a lot of foundation work going on and not much in terms of actual ride hardware. Women being visually impaired, that sort of stuff can be quite difficult. A lot of minor details sort of going on there, but with us now having parts on site, it's a bit easier for me to cover it, so to speak. And I'm obviously going to do more videos as and when the ride progresses. I think to be honest, by next week it'll be fully erect, so it'll just be a case of sharing my first reactions of that. And as I was saying also, there are some other parts for the ride that are on the car park that Sean from Theme Park Worldwide captured. They're still covered up, so I didn't bother filming them, and we're still not sure what they are, but I assume they are some seats for the ride and potentially some restraints as well. And the reason that I think that is the case is simply because those ride components simply just aren't visible on the construction site. However, there's plenty more going on at Pleasure Beach at the moment besides the construction of Aviktas, and to find out all about that, check out the video on the right side of your screen. Click the icon on the left side of your screen to subscribe to the channel for more things theme park related in the UK and beyond. I'm Ben, you've been watching Thrillnet, and I'll catch you again soon.